Hi, this is Jeff with CloudNC, and today I'm going to walk you through how to set up the cycle time estimator in CAM Assist for MasterCAM. So in the CloudNC part of the ribbon here in MasterCAM 2025, I'm going to click on the cycle time estimator, and this is just going to load in a moment. And what I'm going to do first of all is load in a bunch of parts that are in a folder. So I've got a folder all ready to go here on my desktop, and I've got within that folder about 5 files that have been set up with a machine group, and the stock is defined as you would normally as if you're going to run CAM Assist. However, I just saved them at that point, so they're just MasterCAM files ready to be run through CAM Assist. And what I might do in this case here, just for the video, is I'm going to take off one of them just so we run it a little bit quicker. So you can use this queue to kind of get your jobs lined up. And then I'm also going to just switch over to the estimates page first because they do stack up. So what I could do is run a series of estimates and have them show up already. The ones that I've already run will be in the estimates folder. So the last time I left the cycle time estimator, I actually hit a button to clear them. So why don't I just put 2 in there to start and show you how that works. And I'm going to run all those estimated parts through the same tool library. So there's my tool library selected there. I've got 262 tools. We'll run this in aluminum, and then I'll pick my alloy here. Let's do this in 5083, and they are all 3-axis parts. So I'm going to hit run, and in series, it's going to run these parts through the cycle time estimator. Our goal with the cycle time estimator is to get the time it'll take to machine these parts. So we're taking into account some of the basic parameters of the machining, and we've also included the tool change time. All of those variables are set in the machine section here that's collapsed up right at the moment. I'll show you that when we run it again. Okay, so now it's loaded the second part. So as you can see, we're running some very basic parts here for this demo, but they can be more complicated, have more than one machine group, etc. They just have to be all in the same group when we run them concurrently like this, in the same machine mode. So in a moment, those 2 parts will be ready to go, and they'll be in my queue. Okay, so as you can see, we've got 18 operations, and part 1 and part 2 are in my queue. Now I could choose to clear them off here, or I could clear them off individually. So this would clear both of them, this would clear one of them. But I could come back to my estimator, and then I'm going to stack some more files on here. So I'm going to get rid of those 2, open my file again. I'm going to select that same demo folder. Now I've already run 1 and 2, so I'm going to take them off. And there's another good reason to do that. They've already, since we ran them through the estimator, they've got toolpaths applied to them now. So if we rerun them, they're going to be calculating files that already have toolpaths on them and multiple toolpaths. So it'll be quite a bit less performant. So we want to run like that. I'm going to keep all my material group the same here. And then just to show you where to set the tool change time, I have it at a hefty 8 seconds right now, just to kind of be very apparent in my output. And then I also could use this as a way to sort of pad my estimate if I want my quote to reflect some of those intangible elements of the shop. So I'm going to hit run again. And so I'm running parts 3, 4, 5. So they'll run in series. And again, this is just like running CAM Assist. So those parts are being sent up to the cloud with the machine group properties and the tool library properties. CAM Assist is using its AI to examine them, apply appropriate tools based on what it has available in that library, and then sending the information back to MasterCAM as a set of toolpaths, a set of organized toolpaths. So they're organized by the operations. So there's one more part to go here. Ops on part 5, and very soon we'll be at the end of the estimation process. We'll get a confirmation message again, so I can click OK here. And now I have parts 5, 3, 4, 1, 2. Not quite sure their ordering there, but they're all in there. Again, I could choose to remove them for the next stage. In this cycle time estimates view as well, I can view the bounding box of the parts. So I'm in inch mode right now, and I can see that how many faces have been machined, so how much of the operation is remaining, or how much is maybe going to be in a secondary operation. Then I can come to the export tab here, and here I can put in quantities. I could just leave these as 1. I can also remove them from the estimate report. So I'm just going to leave that on them all checked, and I'm going to make a dozen of each one. So I'm going to add a 2 to each of these fields. I'm going to make a dozen of each part. That's what my customer wants if I'm running this as an estimate, and I'm going to export the result. So that folder path is actually the same folder path that we initially have those files configured in. So there it is there. And here's my result that I just made. And now I'm just going to open up that file in a converted format. I've just moved it over into a Google Sheet here. So it's a CSV that we're exporting out of CAM Assist cycle time estimator. And here is the file, just with some very minor formatting, just to make it a little more clear for the video here. So we've got part 5 there, 6 minutes and 18 seconds. If I want 12 of them, it's going to take me 1 hour and 15 minutes. And here's the breakdown for the roughing operations, 230, including 214 for one tool and 16 seconds for the next. So there is a tool change time built into those calculations as well. And here's part 3, 411 times 12, 50 minutes, and the breakdown for each operation, and the same for the other parts in that estimation run. So that was an introduction to the cycle time estimator. It's available in CAM Assist. It's in MasterCAM 2025. And if you need more information, don't be afraid to reach out to CloudNC. And thank you for joining us, and stay tuned for more content from us. Thank you.